Alright, so what I had done here is I brought it into this program and I converted it to an AI, and then I was able to take it into here and then separate it in the way that I needed. So I'm hoping that we're doing what we're supposed to be doing here. On the magnetic. Now, if I put it on some magnetic, I may not have to cut it as close because this is reflective, so this will show up when the projector light hits it. It'll glow like in the dark. You know, like you see a reflective sign or something like that, so that's what'll happen. So the magnet being white should blend in with the white board. And I can test that right up here on my little whiteboard that I have. So these are a little large, but I wanted to at least see if it was going to work before I went any further. And if it goes and it works, well then I got to do, what do I got to do? What I'm doing now is the yellow fire hydrant. I'm doing it in red though. I don't have yellow magnetic, yellow reflective material, but I can add some yellow to it. I got to do the fire. I got to do this little person here with his hand up, and possibly this stand up right here. The other ones, I really don't need to do all the other ones. So there's 3 more that I have to do. So it's not a big deal. I just want to make sure I get the right size and everything works the way I want it to work. And then I can do it. So right now it's just getting the size right and getting done what I got to get done. And without wasting too much, I guess I'm going to have to get another cutter. Without wasting too much material. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's cut out. I don't know if you're seeing it or not, but alright, so that took care of that. Now I'm going to try it again a little smaller. So we'll go over to here. A lot of noise going on out there. And now I can just take the size and we'll bring it down to about there. About 1.5 inch. Yeah, we'll take it down there. We'll see just how far we can push this. I got to reposition this a little bit. So let's bring it over to there. And let's do that. And it should cut. So that's how that one works. So I can hit the done button, and that's what we have there. So now I can show you what I had done. Now I'm going to save that file just in case I got to do it again. So let's save it as what? Let me see here. What do I want to save this as? Let's just put a fire hydrant. Yeah, let's just do that. FH, that's fine. And it's going to go to the download file. Okay, so now I go over here and go to New. And this is done over here. I really haven't got much more back there, so see how it lifts off the center a little bit? That's what I meant. And if you get too small, it starts to pull it off a little bit. Alright, so now what I'm going to do here, if for those of you who are interested, let me turn down the track here. And I don't know what the hell's running out there, but Somebody's out there running something. It's driving me cuckoo. Alright, so now I want to go back to import, because I have to import a file. Once I find it. Not that one. Is that the one? No, that's not the one. There should be another one. Here it is. And we're going to open it. Excuse me. And that gives me all that I have here. Now the problem being is I can't do them all at once, and that kind of bites, to be honest with you. Because normally I would go up to this bitmap, go down to Victor size or whatever it is, and then go over here to Bezizer, and I would be all set. So these are done. So let's, oh, first we got to ungroup it. So let's ungroup it. Ungroup. Okay. Now, even if I was to take 4 of those or 5 of those, oh, I can do 4 or 5 of these. All right, now wait a minute now. So let's take these. Let's take one of these. No, just one. We'll just over here. Let's take this guy here and put him over there. Let's take this stand-up guy here, put him over there. And what? No, I'm not going to take the barricade because that'll be a pain in the ass to cut. Alright, so now let's get rid of the rest of these. Delete. Okay, so now we're going to take these fellas, bring them over here, and hopefully I can do what I just thought I seen. Down here to Bezizer. Now what that did was I separated them. Excuse me. And what I mean by that is I can pull these over here now, and now these are the ones that'll cut, because if it went to cut these colored ones over here, this would just cut a square around it. It wouldn't cut it as it is. Do you follow? So it would just like be cutting that as a picture, just a white square. We wouldn't see any of this in here at all. It'd just be a white square. Now that I have these, it'll cut like I just showed the other one. So at that point I'll highlight them both, but it's not going to cut them both. Let's go to the cut tool, and here we are. Excuse me. Now wait a minute there. Didn't take all this guy, see it? Okay. Well, we'll see what happens when we cut him. So let's go back over here to cut. Cut. And, oh, I gotta get a piece of vinyl. Hold on. Can't cut if there's nothing to cut. Let me fall around a little bit, flop around like an old deck. Feet proper, because I cut it a little crooked. Alright, so now that that's done, now let's downsize this a little bit. First, let's bring it over a couple inches. We're up way too many. Let's go down to about 2 inches or so. The height on this is over 10. Well, we don't want that, so we're going to bring this down. Alright, what size is that? That's 6'3". Now, that'll give me 6'3", 6 inches, 6.3, a little over 6.5 inches. Let's go a little bit lower. Now there's a space in between them, and then there's that. So that'll probably be about the size I'm looking for. So now let's make a couple of copies of that. Let me get a measurement on that paper. Have it, but this one doesn't. So we got about 9.5. So I want to change the media size to 9.5. I'm going to make it actually 9. And then we're going to back this down. Instead of 4, let's back it down to 3 just to see how it's going to work. And let's see what happens. Alright, so I don't really think you want to sit here and watch this thing cut, so I'm going to shut you down for a minute. Zoom in. Focus.